Yo, what's up guys, it is Seahawks Area back with another video, and today is my week 2 NFL predictions. Last week I went 11-5, tried picking a few upsets. I was wrong on 5 upsets I had predicted, but you know what, it is what it is. We can do better this week, hopefully, and of course my record is 11-5 on the season, if you couldn't already guess that. This week we have another good Thursday game and another good selection of games. So let's just start off. Thursday on the 12th, we got the Bills going to Miami. The Bills struggled in the first half, but to be fair, they had the ball for like maybe 3 minutes in the first half last week. The Dolphins, on the other hand, struggled throughout that whole game against the Jags. But Josh Allen owns Miami, so no matter what, I'm going to pick the Bills to beat the Dolphins, no matter who the Bills have. Bills beat the Dolphins on Thursday. Now, Sunday, 10 a.m., we got the Saints at the Cowboys. The Saints beat the living daylights out of the Panthers. That was one of the games I had wrong. Laugh at me, please. The Cowboys beat the crap out of the Browns, who have one of the best defenses in football. But I'm going to stay with Dallas. I think the Saints could be good this year, but they played the Panthers, so how good can they actually be? This is a test for the Saints to see if they're going to be a good team this year. And this is a test for Dallas to see if they can beat another good defense. Dallas wins. Now, 10 a.m., we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going into Detroit. The Bucs look dominant against the Commanders. The Lions struggled to beat an injured Rams team at home on Sunday night. This is a good test for the Lions as well, as I just said with Dallas. But I don't know if this is an upset. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. I think they're the real deal. I think Baker Mayfield is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in football this year. Him and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, great quarterback and receiver duo. It's just all up to if that line secondary can contain them. They had troubles against Cooper Kupp and Tyler Johnson on Sunday night. So this is a better group of receivers for them. Can they handle it? I don't think so. I'm taking Tampa Bay. Now, we got the Indianapolis Colts going into Green Bay. Malik Willis is the starter for Green Bay. So I can't pick them because I just don't know what to think about Malik Willis. He's a very slow developmental quarterback. I'm not calling him slow like as a person. I'm just saying his development is going super slow. And I think Anthony Richardson looked great. He had a lot of good deep balls. He is a very aggressive runner. Michael Pittman versus Jair Alexander. That can be one of the best matchups of the week, receiver and corner. So I think Jonathan Taylor's going to run all over the Packers. I think Richardson's going to run all over the Packers. I think the Colts are just going to have their way here. And at the end of the day, the pressure's going to be on Malik Willis. And also, I don't even think he's ever thrown a touchdown, and he started like 3 games. So, Now we got the New York Jets going into Tennessee. The Jets looked awful on Monday. To be fair, they were playing the Niners defense, which is cracked out like every week they play. And Tennessee blew it to the Bears. I'm going to pick the Jets to bounce back. I'm still not on the Tennessee hype train. Actually, I ripped my ticket up after Will Levis threw that game-losing pick 6 to Tyreek Stevenson. I ripped my ticket for the train and I threw it in the trash because that's where it belongs right now. Maybe I'll tape it back together if the Titans can pick it up. But it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't care if he looked bad on Monday. I don't think the Titans defense is all that good. But they didn't allow a single touchdown for the Bears. So, probably just eat my words there. Jets are going to take it though. Now, the Niners going into Minnesota. The Niners should beat the hell out of Minnesota. The Vikings, yes, they put on a show against the Giants. Sam Darnold looked like a great quarterback. But going from playing the Giants defense to the Niners defense in 1 week, That's a whole new level of dear God, help me. Niners are going to get this done with or without McCaffrey. Jordan Mason looked like Marshawn Lynch on Monday. And if he gets another start, I expect that again from him. Now, the Seahawks are going into New England. If we play like how we did in that first half once again, I'm not sure, because New England actually looked relatively good against Cincinnati. They beat them in Gerard Mayo's NFL debut. Two new NFL coaches fighting against each other. Two defensive-minded head coaches fighting against each other in both their second ever games as head coaches. I'm obviously going to pick the Seahawks, but I won't be surprised if the Patriots can actually pull it off and beat Seattle. If they can find our weakness early, which is our offensive line being hot garbage, they're not going to look back on that. Now we got probably the worst game of the week, the Giants going into Washington. I'm just going to pick the Commanders. No reason, just the Commanders, because Jayden Daniels actually looked good in his time in his first ever game. Now we got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Carolina Panthers. I am never picking the Panthers again. I don't know why I picked them. I just thought, Bryce Young would look better, but he looks like a bust right now. The Chargers, their rushing game, if Dobbins can stay healthy, I said this in my recap from week 1, if he can stay healthy, he could realistically have his stat line like he did against the Raiders every single week, if he's used right, and if he can just stay on the football field. Now, 10 a.m., we got the Browns at Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson's in more trouble, and I already said he fucking sucks, so I think the Jags take it. It's going to be a sloppy, boring game. Cleveland has a great defense, and Deshaun Watson probably won't be able to do much against the Jags defense because he just sucks. But I see a lot of field goals in this game. I don't see a lot of touchdowns. I mean, maybe Lawrence can link up with Brian Thomas a lot. Maybe ETN can not fumble in the end zone or at the 1-yard line and cause a turnover in the end zone. But still taking the Jags. Now, the last 10 a.m. game, we got the Vegas Raiders at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens to bounce back. They hung in there all night with Kansas City on Thursday, and it really just came down to the size of Isaiah Likely's big toe. That's why they lost. Well, that's a big reason why they lost, but I don't see the Raiders amounting to much this year. And also, Antonio Pierce, he blew it for the Raiders' opportunity against the Chargers. He punted on 4th and 1. You couldn't trust your team to get 1 yard. I know that feeling. It's not good. It sucks. Now, the first 1 p.m. game of the day is a division matchup. We got the Los Angeles Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals looked good against the Bills, and the Rams, they don't got Puka. He's on IR, and they're injured already as it is, so call this an upset maybe. I'm taking Arizona in their home stadium. I think Marvin Harrison gets more action, more than 1 catch. I think Murray's going to look for him all game long, I would hope at least. And the Rams, they're going to be good. They're just injured right now. Once they get fully healthy, once their line is healthy, once Puka's healthy, they'll be fine. They'll bounce back. It's just, I don't see it this week, but they could prove me wrong. And now we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Denver Broncos. Sadly, I don't think Wilson's going to be playing. It would be so funny and such a just Broncos moment if Wilson was starting and beat the Broncos. But it's looking like Fields is going to start. And the Steelers' defense looked great. I mean, they always do, but they looked great against the Falcons. And I'm going to take them again. Well, not again. I'm going to take them against Denver. Denver had so many chances to beat us, but they were just shooting themselves in the foot. They got 2 safeties. They got an interception. They just couldn't score a touchdown until right before the 2-minute warning of that game. We were gifting you the game, Denver, and you just couldn't win. I see that happening again, but I mean, if just Justin Fields can look like a good passer, the Broncos aren't going to win this game if they perform like how they did last week. Now, on paper, should be a great game. We got the Bengals at the Chiefs. Can the Bengals look good? Probably not. I'm taking the Chiefs because, once again, the Bengals suck in the first month of football. If T. Higgins is playing, cool. If Jamar Chase plays better, cool. If Burrow plays better, cool. They're not going to beat the Chiefs at Burrowhead. I'm still just mesmerized that they actually called that place Burrowhead. That was stupid. The Chiefs are going to have their way with Cincinnati, hopefully. I'm starting to think Cincinnati's Super Bowl window is closed, and it's locked for now, because they don't look like how they did 2 years ago whatsoever. Now, Sunday night, we got the Chicago Bears at Houston Texans. This should be a good game. It's all up to if the Bears offense can actually, show up. If it doesn't and Houston gets on them early, Houston is not letting up. Houston's going to win this football game. C.J. Stroud is going to continue his MVP campaign of the season. I hope, please. I need that pick to be right. Now, Monday Night Football. Two bird teams. The Atlanta Falcons going into Philadelphia. Well, the Falcons certainly looked great last week, huh? No. The Eagles... I shouldn't have doubted them, but I wasn't like stupid for picking the Packers. At least I don't think I was. They almost won. But I mean that Eagles offense is just unmatchable. They have too much talent. The Falcons defense is talented, but their offense looked like a blender of crap. The Eagles offense isn't a blender of crap. Their defense is spotty. But I think they'll be fine. I think the Eagles take it on Monday night. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!